So you might think breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, for me, it's my favourite meal of the day. Whether it's going to help you lose weight, that's a different story. But today I'm just going to show you what I have for breakfast and how I manage my calorie intake by just being a bit more cautious in terms of how I serve up my breakfast. And hopefully that can give you some tips on maybe managing your portions in the future, because essentially you don't have to count calories if you're aware of your portions. Counting calories might be helpful in the beginning, but certainly it's very unsustainable and very boring and arduous to try and continue to do a calorie counting process. So once you've got it locked in your mind, hopefully you can sort of be more conscious of your portions and be more aware of what calories you're consuming by your portion control. So let's get stuck in. So first of all, I make myself my own personal ginger shot. This is some garlic, ginger, some turmeric and some apple juice. I just use the pureed stuff. Nice and cheap and easy, but it helps me get a bit of goodness in me in the first part of the day, support my immune system. A nice cheaper way of doing it rather than buying them themselves. I think these are about £1, £2 if you went to most supermarkets. So I just keep it, wash it out and just make my own every morning. Next we have my breakfast set up. So what we're going to be having today is some porridge. Mix it with some soya milk, a little bit of yogurt. I'm going to have a bit of cacao powder as a treat today. Some peanut butter as well, some honey, some cinnamon, and also add a banana. And what I do, just to start with, I weigh out my porridge oats just to make sure I'm not over consuming. Helps reduce waste as well, so I'm not serving up too much, cooking too much and wasting it, or feel like I should eat it because I've served up too much. So first of all is 100 grams of porridge oats. Obviously you can have less if you have a smaller appetite than me. There we go. And then we're going to go in with the soya milk. I just put 100 millilitres, so another 100 grams in like so. Perfect. And then the rest of it's just filled up with water, just to give me enough fluid in there to make the oats. And then what I'm going to do is just have a tablespoon of the cacao powder. I normally have protein powder, but I've run out, so I'm just using cacao powder for now. But I normally have like a chocolate protein powder, which helps increase the protein consumption of the meal. So we've got about a tablespoon there. Let's put it in. There you go, that's about 10 grams. So again, it's important just to be more mindful of your portions. Like I said, once I've done it enough times and I'm using a tablespoon every time, you can track your calories, and I put the calories into this video so you know the calorie consumption of this meal. But essentially once you've done it once or two or three times, you're going to find that, I know a tablespoon is going to be roughly 10 grams every time. So as long as you're not trying to put too much in there or over consume it, you'll be sort of very mindful that you don't have to count calories. You can just do it every day, especially if, like me, I have the same breakfast every day. So I might change a bit more on the weekends, but I love my breakfast and like consistency of it, so I'm quite happy having porridge every day and it doesn't bother me. So we've got that cooking on the hob now. Obviously we'll wait that until it's nice and consistent. I like mine quite thick, so just make sure that's all mixed in nicely. It's quite a nice way of hiding the protein powder taste if you have protein powder in it, because sometimes they're quite disgusting to drink. So we're waiting for the porridge oats to cook. I just chopped in the banana. As you can see, it's about 100 grams for the banana. So you need to remember bananas still contain calories. So bananas are a great source of potassium, great snack, obviously high in fibre. The sugars in them are good and natural, so certainly having that as a nice sweetener is much better. But you still need to sort of be more mindful of how much you're having. It's 100 grams. I've accounted that with my breakfast every morning, so it's fine by me. But again, just being mindful if you want to sort of cut back on your calories in certain ways. You know, half a banana or something every day, or you know, like I've said earlier, smaller portion with the oats. You could have 50 grams, 75 grams, depending on obviously what your calorie requirements are and what your needs are. So as you can see, we've gone in with the cooked oats now. What I'm going to do is get a little bit of cinnamon on there. Normally this is about 5 grams, but I'll just throw a little bit on there. There we go. Also got some peanut butter and some honey. So the honey is only a teaspoon. So I've got a teaspoon of honey going on there, a little bit of a nice sweetener as well. Again, this is about 5-10 grams. So you can see about 100 grams of full fat yogurt. Put some seeds on there as well for some extra omegas, 3 and 6s protein. And then top it off with about 50 grams of frozen blueberries as well, which has added a bit more antioxidants to the meal. So we'll finish that off now. So as you can see, 10 grams of the seeds, and then we'll weigh that out again, and then we'll get into the blueberries, put that on top as well. I like the frozen ones because you have a bit of juice afterwards when they defrost. So there you go. So that was about 70 grams, so close to a portion. So again, counting as your 5 a day. So yeah, the blueberries counting as one of your 5 a day, along with a banana. And then this is a tablespoon of peanut butter just on top. There we go. Dig in. You see, nice and handsome, ready to dig in. So there you have it, that's my breakfast for the morning. So going to dig into my breakfast now. I need it after a morning run, but hopefully that will give you an idea of how you can sort of manage your portion control a bit better. Yes, I do weigh it out, but that just keeps me accountable rather than just, you know, chucking it in and using my eye. I'll post the ingredients and the recipe in the comments to this video, and also obviously the calorie consumptions as well. Remember, this is just something that I do. This is a passion of mine. I love breakfast. I tend to have 3 bigger meals throughout the day, and that suits me better rather than little and often. And obviously you have to remember, obviously your breakfast size is exactly tailored to what you need. So if you like a smaller breakfast, so you don't feel like you want to eat much in the mornings, there's no reason why you have to have breakfast. You know, maybe save it for a little bit later in the day once you've woken up rather than the first thing. Obviously tailor it to your needs. But if you've got any questions when it comes to this video, any information about, you know, breakfast ideas, any information of how you can manage your calorie consumption and intake a bit better, then post them in the comments to this video. I'll answer them for you. You can also hit me up on any social media channel, on Instagram, Facebook, over on TikTok as well. So if you need anything, drop me a DM and I'm happy to answer any questions for you. So until then, I'm just going to dig in and we'll see you next time.